read 100 books last year. This year I've only read about 6. I want to get my reading goal up, so I've decided to do a TBR for April. And I'm gonna use a TBR jar, and I'm gonna pick 6. Let's go!
Wow!
How does my bun look?
Oh, it looks very small.
I'm gonna do a TBR for April. So I need some help building a TBR, and I'm actually gonna try and complete it. What is selling this? Let's do it! First one. Let's get one from the bottom. I got my hand stuck. First one. Author you haven't read. There we go. Imagine I wasn't recording this whole time. Okay, I'm gonna grab some books from authors I haven't read and we'll pick one of them. This is my TBR shelf. And my cat, Opie.
Hi, how are you?
I haven't read Elizabeth Lim. I have read R.F. Kuang. I haven't read, I don't know what this person's name is. Moret. I've read Lynette Noni. Oh, it's too hard. I've read Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I haven't read Stephen King or this person. Sangu Mandana. I haven't read any of these authors. I haven't read any of these authors. I've read some Holly Jackson, read a lot of Frida McFadden. Haven't read, it's down here. I haven't read any Brandon Sanderson, although this I know is not the first book. I have most of Brandon Sanderson's books on my Kobo. I haven't read Sarah Parker. I've read Leigh Bardugo. I've read Leigh Bardugo. Holly Black I've read. Rachel Gillig I haven't read, and I'm really intrigued by this book. Haven't read any Pierce Brown or what's this guy's name? Schusterman. What's his full name? Neil Schusterman. Haven't read any of them. Carissa Broadbent I have read. Haven't read any of these authors, but I have Kristen Hanna. None of these. I've read a lot of these. Ooh, this is another book. So I haven't read Elizabeth Lim. Can put that down. Maureen Johnson. I've read a lot of Frederick Bachman, my fave. Gabrielle Zevin, I love her as well. Haven't read this author. I've tried. I started trying to read Circe. Is it Circe or Circe? But I haven't read it fully. R.F. Kuang I have. Addie LaRue. Wait, no, the name's.
Is that one like a doogie?
Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo. It's a very cool name. It rolls off the tongue. V.E. Schwab. I haven't read any V.E. Schwab, and I really want to. Read Lynn Painter. I've read Abby Jimenez. I've read Ali Hazelwood. I listened to the Christina Lauren Christmas audiobook. I think it was an audiobook or maybe a Kindle Unlimited book. So I've read a tiny bit from them, but not a full novel. Vari McFarlane I have not read yet. These I've read from them. Sarah Adams I haven't read from, but this book's actually the third, I think, in the series, so I need to buy the other 2. B.K. Borison I haven't read. Obviously read Rebecca Yarros. Haven't read Becca Mack, Liz Tomford. Haven't read Elsie Silver. Haven't read Jessa Hastings or Chloe Walsh or Jodie Pickle. Jodie Pickle. So we have a lot to choose from. I'm gonna grab some out and we'll go over them. I have so much here, that's crazy. Okay, I have a stack.
Please tell me you're recording.
So I have a stack of books of authors I haven't read before. So let's go through them and pick one out. Oh, I dented it! No! Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. Haven't read anything from her, and I've heard a lot about these books. It sounds like it's not going to be anything heavy. Maybe like watching the Kardashians type read. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong just from some of the reviews I have heard. Next, This book is so pretty. It is by B.K. Borison, called First Time Caller. It just looks so pretty. I think I've only seen one review on this book, and I think it was okay. It was okay. So I'm excited to maybe pick that one up. Next we have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Honestly, really want to read this one. Next, Mad About You by Vara McFarlane. I have been wanting to read some of her stuff for a while, but this is the only book I've ever seen in a store in Australia of hers, so I picked that up. I also have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I've heard a lot about this author and about this book. Would also love to pick this up. It looks pretty big. I don't know if I'm in the state of mind for a long book. Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. Have also heard a lot about this.
Very intrigued.
Red Rising by Pierce Brown. It says on it, Inda, Katniss, and now Darrow. So they're comparing the main character of this to Katniss. Interesting. Books really knock Kashmir's socks off, but this mixes the pulse-pounding excitement of the Hunger Games and savage splendor of Game of Thrones, and throws in the melancholy, beauty, and visual majesty of Blade Runner. Hunger Games for Hunger Games fans who have grown up. Okay, so I might not read this now because I want to read it with my boyfriend. My fiance. My fiance wants to read this one. My fiance. I have 2 copies of this because I saw a gold one and I was like, well, I need that. Mainly because I knew we wanted to do a buddy read. Yeah, so that's a book. Also Scythe by Neil Shusterman. Then we've got Truly Devious. This could be good. It's I think it's like a mystery. And then Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. Honestly, only bought this book because it was really pretty. I don't know if I'm gonna...
It's big. She's big.
But I don't even want to read this book because I don't want to ruin it. It's too pretty. So I might have to buy the new mass market paperback size so I don't ruin this one. I'm a consumer. Okay, now to pick one of those books. What was the prompt even again? Author you haven't read. Okay, so an author that I'm really wanting to read.
To breathe.
I might do Lessons in Chemistry. Because it looks like it'll have like some brainness for me. Ooh. Maybe too brain. Ooh, I'm seeing chemical compounds.
Oh, periodic
table.
Oh,
Ooh, maybe not.
What?
I'm gonna choose One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig because I've been wanting to read it for ages. So that's a book from an author I haven't read before. Starting off strong. Now I have to put all these back. Why did I get them off? I shouldn't do that. Next prompt. Oh, I grabbed 2. Okay, we'll do this one. It is published this year. Ooh. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, we know Onyx Storm was published this year, 2025. First Time Caller was also published this year. I don't know if I have any other new books. I have Big Burr Still, but I found out that's the 3rd in a series. Big Burr Stir. I haven't bought many books this year. I think I need to buy more books. So we've got First Time Caller or Onyx Storm. And honestly, I really want to read this, but I might do Onyx Storm because I've been waiting for my best friend to finish Iron Flame so we can read this together, and she's almost finished. Oh, that sounds nice.
You need to be checked.
For what? We've already got a fantasy. At least I think this is a fantasy. Should I also read Onyx Storm in March, I only read 3 books, so I'm kind of scared to pick Onyx Storm. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick Onyx Storm. He's just licking himself. What a cutie pie. Oh, next prompt, number 3. Oh, I have 2 again. Oh. Most amount of ratings on Goodreads. That's a good one. Most amount of ratings on Goodreads. Ooh. Ooh, why does this excite me? I love reading. Wait, surely that's not the highest. No, I can't. It's Brandon Sanderson. I don't think I could do Onyx Storm and Brandon Sanderson in the same month. It's The Way of Kings, but I think I wanted to start Brandon Sanderson with a different series. I don't know which one it is. Ooh. I want to start Brandon Sanderson with Mistborn, I think. How high is that rated? 0.49, that's pretty high. What else is there? The Woman by Kristen Hanna. It is rated 4.61 stars on Goodreads. So that is really high. I think I can read this one because I like to listen to her ones on audio, so hopefully I can find it. I'll go for it. Brandon Sanderson can wait another month. I'm putting the prompts in each book so I remember what they were, and I've just realized this says most amount of ratings on Goodreads, not most, like, highest rating. So I actually got this one wrong. That's really annoying. It's actually number of ratings, which is gonna be Where the Crawdads Sing. That's the book on my Goodreads TBR with the most amount of ratings. It has 3,383,893 ratings. That's crazy. So this was actually supposed to be instead of this. Oops. Fourth prompt. It is a book by one of your fave authors. That's another really good one. My fave authors. Okay, my fave authors. Oh, I read Emily Henry, Funny Story this month, which is by one of my fave authors. I also read Akatar, a reread, favorite author as well. And I read Sunrise on the Reaping, Suzanne Collins. Like, I pretty much did that challenge. I do love Ellie Hazelwood, but I don't think I'm actually gonna read this one ever. And this one is, I think, YA. Not too sure about those. Frederick Bachman, my fave. Which one would I read? I also do love Frida McFadden. I do need to read that second Housemaid book. But I think I'm going to pick one of these Frederick Bachman books because he is my fave. He has a new book coming out in May. So excited. But which one am I going to pick? Maybe I'll look up which one's older and I'll just pick that one. 2015 and 2016. Okay, my grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry. Oh. My one's title is different. My grandmother sends her regards and apologies. Pretty much the same thing. Fourth book is My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologies by Frederick Bachman. Fifth prompt! Oh my gosh. Let's see what we get. Ends on an odd number. Ooh, I don't like this prompt. That one's just gonna be difficult. I'm gonna have to look through so many.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, I picked a couple books that I'm either like in the middle of the series or I've started reading and should finish, and also Magnolia Parks because I'm very intrigued. And let's find out if they end on an odd number and try not to spoil the whole book for myself. No, The Housemaid's Secret ends on an even number. Now we have Magnolia Parks. It ends on 430, even again. The Wicked King, I've read, what is it, The Cruel Prince. But I haven't read this one yet. 322, it's an even number again. All even. Okay, Siege and Storm. I really liked the first book from this series, and then I started reading this one, and then I started to get a bit bored. And so I started watching the TV show, then realized it has characters from Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom in it, and I didn't want them to be spoiled, so I stopped watching that. I'm up to chapter 6. Let's see if it ends on an odd number. Even again! Everything ends on an even number. Last one that I have is The Naturals. I've also started this, and I don't know. I'm
in a bad place with reading at the moment.
Even again. All of these books ended on an even number. That's so frustrating. I looked on another shelf and found another book that I've had for a while and haven't read yet. It is called Hush Hush, and it does end on an odd number. 391. I don't want to show it in case I spoil the whole book. That's gonna go in our TBR for April. We are up to the last prompt. I'm really sorry. Prompt number 6. No! lowest rated on Goodreads TBR. This could be really bad or really good. You never know. Maybe it's a good, maybe I like the book that everyone else hates. 3.29. That's crazy, and I actually do have this book. Oh! That's our 6th book.
Bruh.
I'm scared. I don't think I'm gonna read this one, so I don't think there's any point of it being on my TBR because I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. The next one I also own. It's called Die For You by Lauren Jackson. It has a very low rating. Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. I think I can listen to that. I think it's an audiobook. I think they released it on Spotify, an audiobook. I think I'm gonna do that one. It looks very cute. So I think I'm gonna add that to my TBR for April because honestly, it's something I think low rated, but I can actually probably get through. Yeah, so I think that's gonna be my 6th book. It is the lowest rated Ali Hazelwood book and one of the lowest rated on my TBR. So I think that counts. My final April TBR is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig, Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarrow, With a Crawdad Sing by Delia Owens? Delia Owens? My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologies by Frederick Bachman, Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick, and Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. So, hopefully I can read all these books in April and I'll let you know in about a month. I will make another video in about a month with my updates on how many books of my TBR I read and what I rate them. If you want to see that, subscribe or set a calendar reminder and come back, or just subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below if you've read any of these books or if you have any recommendations. Rate this stack out of 5. Like this video if you don't hate cats. Wish me luck.